How's everybody doing on understanding what happens? Because this is, guys, remember, this is, where would the origin be right here? Yeah, guys, this is really important. Does everybody understand the origin would be here, 0, 0? Where would the origin be here? Because everything got shifted up 1, right? Does that make sense? Where would the origin be here? Good job. Does everybody understand that? Is everybody good? Okay. Did anybody did anybody get these when they graphed them? Graph points? Anybody get those? If you get something like this, you didn't put parentheses around your negative number. Okay, you just got to put negatives around, or parentheses around your negative number. Okay, you guys got the homework there? Go ahead and look at, what'd you have, 1 through 13 odd? Go ahead and look at it. Okay, what would happen here? This would be 6 what? 0, 6, but it'd be 6 up comparing it to that, right? What about this one? What would this vertex be? Go ahead, Aaliyah. Good job. 3 down. So it'd be 0, -3, my vertex. This would be 3 up, 4 down, 2 up. This would be what? Open down. This would be narrower, right? And 4 down. This would be what? Wider, opening down, and 2 down. The vertex would be 2 down. Okay? Does that make sense, the movement on that? Okay, good. Mr. Westfall must have done a good job yesterday. Okay, all we're doing is comparing these, kind of what we talked about. What's 11, guys? What's going on? Is my graph narrower or wider? It's narrower, right? It's going up faster. And then everything's going to be moved what? Up 4. Okay? Actually, this would be up. If we're comparing it from this to this, it'd just be up what? Be careful there. It'd be up 2 because this was our starting point. So we're going to go up 2, and it's going to be wider. And then this would be what? Down 3 and what? Open down, right? And it's going to be what? Wider. So wider, open down, and we started here, so we're going 3 more down. Okay, 3 more down. What do you guys think?
UG Crowd, there's a lot of song references yesterday.
Really? On what?
Everything.
Like
Mostly,
what? Give me an example.
Wedding songs.
It was just
Like dances.
Yeah, they did dance songs.
The what? Why was there wedding songs yesterday, Dorian? Help me out.
That's how we move the graph.
We talked about some symmetry, like how they're symmetric.
Okay.
We talked about the symmetric slide. And we went down, down. We keep it shuffled.
Oh my gosh.
We didn't wobble with it.
You didn't do the
Cotton Eye Joe. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe.
we lost long ago.
Was it I'd have been married a long time ago? How's it been? Where did you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? You know that song, right? Everybody knows Cotton Eye Joe.
You didn't do Dance Dance Transversals.
We did not. Oh, that's finished.
Oh, that was funny. Dance Dance Transversals. That was one of my that was one of my observations.
Yes, I did.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I remember.
All right.
About 7, 8 years.
Guys, pass those over to Matt if there's no more questions. And Dorian, Jill. There's the homework or the guided notes there.
think we didn't do it.
Don't.
But you can
Just don't even look at me.
like next
Is that?
Don't.
I checked
Oh,
on it
thank you.
before.
Matt, there's two more. McConnor was very tardy. She passed it out,
Wow. That's the next step.
I think we're on these.
but it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Yesterday? Is this one yesterday?
That was Fridays.
8.9 or 8.
It's Fridays. I need 7.8. Yeah, that one.
This one is supposed to be right.
That was 6. Exactly. You were absent from the day I checked. It was March.
All right.
On the 3rd.
I need to see this.
Jill, Dorian, thank you. Jill's taking a long time. Were you rewriting them?
No.
Young kids,
Yeah, just
color
make sure,
TVs.
like, one of those ones is wrong. There's just no reason like that.
All right. Guys, let's just, before we start this, I think you have some room to the right up on top of your notes. Just understand, I want you to understand this. If you're given this for a parabola, you know your vertex is at 0, 0, right? If we have this, okay, what's my vertex then? Good. Make sure you understand this. And then we have something like this. Sabrina, what would your vertex be here?
0, 1.
Good. And I think you guys understand if there's a negative. Guys, the only thing oh, by the way, what's the vertex here? Oh, no. That's what we're going to learn today. That's what we're going to learn today. Now, guys, the only thing that determines if a parabola opens up or down is if what's in front of the x squared term. That's it. If it's a positive, these open up, this would open down. Okay? So we can't find the vertex. Not yet. And these are easy to find, aren't they? All right, so that's what we're going to learn today. I want you to, oh, you already have that. Guys, understand something. A is in front of the x squared. B is in front of the x. And C is the constant out by itself. That's very, very, very important. ABC. Nah. Yeah, we're going to get to this stuff later, but this is what we need right now. Right here. That's not right, is it? It says the vertex is negative B8.
That's the x value of the vertex.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that up above there. Thank you. Okay, guys, I want you to circle this. This is called the axis of symmetry. We've already talked about this. Okay? And I want you to do me a favor. I don't like it. I like to put the negative sign with the B. So I want you to write it like this. I just think it's easier to deal with when you put the negative sign with the B. Usually see it negative B over 2A. Okay, now, what does the axis of symmetry do? to the parabola. So if I have a parabola, or some people say parabola, what does my axis of symmetry do? Come on. We've talked about this.
Cuts it in half.
It cuts it in half. Whoa, that was supposed to be a. And we want a dotted line. Okay? My parabola's not drawn very well. I apologize. Guys, the axis of symmetry cuts the parabola in half, and it always goes through the what? Not the origin, because we could go left or right. You're up. The what, though? It's always going to go through the vertex. As a matter of fact, guys, when we get our answer, remember it's always like this, and I'm just making something up. Let's say we're doing the one here. Okay, let's say that's 3. I have no idea what it is. Let's say it's just positive 3. Okay? We always write the axis of symmetry as x equals something because it's a vertical line. Now, today we're gonna work on this, and then we're gonna get the vertex. If I get the axis of symmetry, the x value, I know this right now. I know remember vertex is a coordinate point. I have half my vertex. I know the x value of my vertex is 3 if my line of symmetry is x equal 3. Does that make sense? Does anybody know? Okay, let's get to an equation before I ask that. Let's do this first. Let's do this one. All right. You guys have that down? Is that in your notes?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get A equals, B equals, and C equals. What's A equal, guys? Somebody say it. Besides Logan.
2.
Thank you. What's B, Mary? 8. And C is what? Samara? -1. Now, axis of symmetry. Guys, please write this like this, how I'm doing it. Okay. X equals negative B over 2A. All right. You ready? Good. What's B?
8.
But it's what? Opposite of B. So it's going to be X equals -8. 2 times, what's A?
2.
Dos cetos. So it's going to be -8 over 2 times 2. What's -8 divided by 4? -2. So guys, please write it like this. I'll write it under here. So I'm going to leave room over there for my other work. Okay, is everybody good like that? X equals -2. Now, X equals -2. I don't know why I put a dot there. I shouldn't have. That's my axis of symmetry, right? Do you guys agree somewhere on that dotted line my vertex is going to be? Does that make sense? I don't know where it's going to be yet, but it's going to be somewhere there. Okay? Now, whoops. Vertex is -2. Don't know. How can I get the y value of this vertex? What do you guys think? Let's think about it. You guys are highly educated. What do you think, Zach?
What did you do 2 times negative 1?
No. Good thought, though. Go ahead, Logan.
Would you plug -2 in for x?
Ah. Right? How many x's are there? No, there's 2. This is f of -2, which is y, right? That's the same if -2 is x. Over here, guys, I want to put -2, -2. I want to get y. So in your calculator, I'd write it down, guys. 2 times -2 to the second powered plus 8 times -2 minus 1. Let's see. See what you guys get. Plug it in your calculator. You got to put parentheses around that negative, especially when you do squared. Hang on, Brad. You got first shot at it. What'd you get, Bray?
-9.
How many got -9? Okay, guys, that is the right answer. Okay, because this part right here would be 4, this would be 8, this would be -16 minus 1. Well, what's 8 minus 16? Negative minus 1. That's the right answer. So, guys, our vertex is -2, -9. Okay? That's the vertex. All right? All right. Let's try another one. Corbin, knock it off. What's A? What's A, Liv? A. Just A, sister. It's a number in front of the x squared. Thank you. B, Liv, what's B? I was going to say B, what's Liv? -2. Now, what's C? Don't say nothing. Yeah, we don't need it right now. It's 0. Okay. Axis of symmetry. What's my formula? My equation. X equals what? Write it down. -b over 2a. Negative b. Okay, here's you got to be careful. What's b? Uh, 2 times a, which is 2 times 3. Guys, what's the opposite of -2? What's 2 times 3? Guys, what is 6 reduced to? Please do not write it as a decimal. Okay? It is this. It is that. Okay? Now, here's my line of symmetry. Vertex. I'm halfway there. Halfway there. See if you guys can plug 1/3 in here to this. Use your calculators. I'm going to give you a little hint. I think it's negative, and it's going to be a fraction. You should get a decimal, negative decimal in your calculator that you should be able to convert to a fraction. See what you guys think. Plug it in there. And in parentheses, how do you write 1/3? 1 what? Divided by 3? Yeah. So go 3 parentheses, 1 divided by 3 parentheses, you can either hit the squared or caret 2 minus 2 parenthesis 1 divided by 3 parenthesis. And you should get the answer. I think in your calculators you're going to get this. You guys get that? Negative 0.3 repeating? I think you should have. Anybody get that? Luca? If you didn't, try it again. Everybody get it? No? So what does this go to? What's this change to? Negative 1/3. That's what you should have got for your vertex. That was a crazy one. But just let you know there can be fractions in there. I don't think there's anything else here. Oh, there is another one. Let's try it again. So what's A? 1. What's B?
6.
And what's C? Is this probably going to open up or down? Up, because of why? The negative 1 in front of that x, or excuse me, the positive 1 in front of that x squared. Okay? All right, line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. Sometimes it's called line of symmetry too. Let's see, x equals negative b over 2 times a. So, opposite of b, 2 times 1. Guys, what'd you get for x?
Negative 3.
Is everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Bailey, okay? Okay. Now, vertex. I'm more than halfway. Okay, now plug negative 3 in here and there in that equation to get y. Those are ugly. Make sure you round at the bottom. Don't make straight. Don't make these. Because we're gonna do these later on. Negative 9. Negative 9 plus 5. Negative 4. What'd you get, Bale? Liv? You concur? Zacchaeus? What'd you get?
Does concur mean yes or no?
Concur?
Yeah.
Concur means you agree.
I got negative 21.
You got what?
Negative 21.
Oh yeah, tamata.
I got negative 22.
Dama sama la tabita. All right, let's take a look at each piece. What's negative 3 squared? Let's look at this piece right here. What's negative 3 squared?
You know,
Mm-mm. You didn't put parentheses around it. It's got to be negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. And then this is going to be negative 18, and that's going to be plus 5. I'm going this way. I got negative 9 plus 5. It would be that. It would be negative 4. We're not doing that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now it gets real, people. It gets real. Did you see the substitute, that video? Oh my gosh. You guys. All right, get the axis symmetry. Go. There's your equation up there. Y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. I'll kind of work on it up here. We'll look at it. Jonathan and I will laugh. Guys, I'd get in the habit of doing this before you start. I'd do that. Let's see. Everybody agree with my line of symmetry? Axis symmetry there? Everybody agree? Okay. We already have half our vertex, don't we? Now I'm just going to work down here on this. I'm going to get my vertex down here. X squared. Okay, so it's going to be this. Where are you stuck on, Jonathan?
I was just asking
About what?
where would I use the c equals negative 3?
C equals negative. We're going to learn that later on.
Okay.
We're going to do something with that later. And we're going to learn it really quick. See where it says C? That's going to be my y-intercept. Let's see, 1. And what'd you get for, guys, what'd you get for the y value of the vertex? Vinny, what'd you get? Vince got -4. How many agree? I agree. Guys, it should have been that. Now, here's what we know. Go to your graph right now, guys. Line of symmetry. Now, I know you guys don't have color and stuff. What is it? X equals -1. Guys, down -1, put a dotted line. All the way down your graph. That's your line of symmetry. That's cutting your parabola in half. Half. Is your dad still running the marketplace over there? Is he?
Yeah, you ask that every week.
No, I don't. I haven't asked you for a long time.
You asked me last week. Or
No, I did not. I asked you maybe at the beginning of the year. I don't think you even gave me a straight answer. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
He does, I think.
So you don't even know.
No, I don't.
Find out. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Is everybody good? Now watch. We're going to graph this problem. Okay? There's my line of symmetry. Okay, now what I would do up here, guys, before you even start messing with it, is my problem going to open up or down? Because of this right here. Draw a little smiley face there so you know your problem opens up. Okay? Okay, we got our line of symmetry. What's my vertex? -1, -4. Go to -2, 3, 4. Put I don't want that dot color. Guys, put a dot where your vertex is. Everybody good? Now watch. Your y-intercept is your c. So guys, my y-intercept, I would probably put it as a point. My y-intercept is 0, -3. Go put it on the graph. 1, 2, 3. There's another point. Everybody with me? Now watch this. This is very, very important on graphing parabolas. Probably one of the most important things today. Axis of symmetry. Guys, doesn't it cut my parabola in half? It acts like a mirror, doesn't it? Okay, now watch. I have a point to the right one of the axis of symmetry right here. So I can go here and I can go one to the left because I know there'll be a point there. See how it's starting to form now? Okay, I need one more point. Let's pick, and I don't want to deal with the negative number. Isn't this 1 right here? X value is 1. And it's easy to deal with, right? So let's put 1 in here. In here. So go 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 3. Go ahead and put that in your calculators. Or you can look at it, probably do it in your head. So this point right here, when x is 1, what's y, guys? 0. 1, 0. So guys, go up here. 1, 0 is right there. Does anybody see the next point we can do is we can graph our parabola? By that graph right there. Is that?
-3, 0.
Yeah, look, guys, look up here a second. Eyes up here, please. I just put 1 in the equation right here, and I got 1, 0. So I graphed 1, 0. Isn't this 2 to the right of the line of symmetry, axis of symmetry? So I can do what? 2 to the left at the same level, and guess what? You can see it right there. Guys, make sure you round that parabola at the bottom. Don't do a V. Don't do it straight down there. There's my parabola. What do you guys think? Not too bad. We got our line of symmetry. Get the vertex. C is my y-intercept reflected across. And then grab a positive point that's close, probably the next point, easy to work with. And then you can reflect that across the axis of symmetry too. There's your vertex, or there's your parabola. Yes? I just want to let them go do the homework.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna have to. Do you use the online book much?
I don't. I'm gonna go to the restaurant. I'll be right back.
Question, Braden.
Do we have to do domain and range?
Oh, did I not do that?
Yeah, no.
It didn't have it for you, but it's on my computer.
You guys got domain. You got this down. We've talked about it.
You guys know that.
What's the domain? Always for parabolas, all real. How do you find the range? It's gonna be y's, right? This is the problem you're on, right? All right. Is it gonna be? You know what I use for range a lot? The vertex. Isn't the vertex either be the lowest point on the parabola or the highest point if it's opening down? Do you agree? So I put my finger there, and the range is the y value. So what's the y value here? -4. Is it -4 and above, or is it -4 and below? So y is greater than or equal to -4. Do you agree for range? Y is greater than or equal to -4. What if it was opening down? Y is less than or equal to -4. Oh yeah. I'll get it ready for you here in a minute. So one of the things with the online textbook, you know how you guys try to log in sometimes, and it like goes to that login page. That was happening to me all morning. Your assignment for tonight is going to be on the online textbook. So give me just a second. I'm actually going to have